So I've been thinking about a session that I'm facilitating tomorrow with the folks from Viewpoints Alberta who are coming to town to ask people, what would you say in Paris if you were there at the big global climate change summit that's coming up in December? And I've been thinking a lot about things that we've dealt with in the past, and for the sake of argument, I'm going to just draw a box around this and call it the thing or the issue, the big thing that we're trying to solve, or the global issue. And as I think about climate change or any other big major issue, and I look back in history, there's really two ways that the thing can change. And in the case of climate change, yeah, there's a lot of people right now working on this. There's scientists, there's government people, all kinds of different organizations are working on the whole issue of climate change. But the truth is, it's not really making a lot of progress, and we haven't really come to a solution yet. But there are two ways that this is going to change. One way, and this is an inevitable way, there will be a catalyzing event. Some terrible thing that's going to come along, and all of a sudden everybody's attention is going to be focused on climate change. And so all of a sudden what we'll see is millions and millions of people will be personally connected to the thing in a deeper, more profound way. We know this is going to happen. It's just a question of when. But wouldn't it be great if instead of waiting for a catalyzing event, that instead someone came up with this? The big idea. Because with big ideas, the same kind of thing happens, that people get connected at a deeply emotional level with the thing if the idea is compelling enough. In the early 1960s, there was a lot of conversations about going to the moon. But really, they were pie in the sky conversations until President Kennedy said that they were going to get a man to the moon and bring him back safely by the end of the decade. And then all of a sudden, this idea captured the hearts and minds of millions of people. And whether it's the idea or a catalyzing event, both lead to policy change and funding that really result in changing the thing. So what do you want to do? Do you want to wait for this? Or does somebody want to come up with that? Maybe you have it right now. Maybe you have the big idea. Well, you should join us. The session is tomorrow from 1 to 2 at the Sawridge. Write that down so you can see it. It's at the Sawridge. It's part of Small Business Week. And again, it's an organization called Viewpoints Alberta. And they want to talk about the thing. The thing is climate change. And they want to know, boy, am I writing socks. What would you say if you were at COP21, or which is the Climate Change Summit in Paris in December, about the thing, which is climate change? Maybe you have the big idea. Wouldn't that be great? Because then the big idea will lead to policy change and funding, and ultimately a solution to the problem. There it is. Hope to see you tomorrow, 1 to 2.